Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. In the new solds video, I had to come over to the office because we haven't got everything moved. So half of the stuff is over here, half of the stuff is our house, and I'm just running back and forth, sweaty. The Great Muppet Caper, I'm pretty sure I grabbed this from one of the recent rummage sales, and it sold on eBay for $5+ shipping. And then this, hold on, I gotta check, I did not check to see what I sold this for. Vintage kid warmer 3-piece outfit. It's got this like sleeveless vest, the long sleeve sweatshirt, and then a matching pair of like joggers. And the 3-piece sold for $30+ shipping on Etsy. I picked it up at a garage sale for like $2 or $3, something like that. So I'm gonna start with these because I think the rest of the stuff is back at the apartment. This is a St. Nicholas Square light up fireplace. It's actually really cool. I garbage picked it, so I don't have any money into it. And it sold over on Etsy for $15 plus the cost of shipping. I still have so many of these to list. But I sold this Utica Fine Arts by J.P. Stevens. It's a brown check pattern. 2 pillowcases, brand new sealed, $20 plus shipping over on Mercari. We sold the Doodad. What is it called? A Nintendo 3DS.
3DS.
Everything works. We tested it. We got games, all the good things. Comes with the charger, the case, but no stylus. No games. Sold for $130 plus cost of shipping on eBay.
Yep.
On eBay. I gave Rich the option of either boxing the stuff up before we leave, so we have the option to not have to go back out later, or wait till later, deal with it then. So we're just going to box stuff up now. Crazy Daisy, Spring Blossom, Corel, vintage dishes. This is a set of 4 dinner plates, and they sold for $20+ shipping on Mercari. I do have another set of 4. I'm just going to keep them going. This is a pretty good sale. And then I sold the Jimmy Carter mug. Bought this at a really overpriced estate sale for $1. Can't believe this was still in the cupboard and not priced a ridiculous amount. Sold it on Etsy for $15+ shipping. Oh, it is early, but I did not box anything yesterday, which means I'm a little behind. Sold Anne Rice's The Tale of the Body Thief, vintage paperback, for $5+ shipping on Etsy. I know I gotta grab this. This sold for $30 plus shipping over on eBay. We got this for free. The estate sale where the last day everything was free. This was a piece I got from there. And I have a yellow one floating around here somewhere too. I need to get that listed because clearly they sell fast. This sold within 24 hours for $30+ shipping on eBay. And then I need to grab this movie. And seeing the other one. Hold on, I might have to dig. Maybe the other one is at the apartment. But this Mickey's Monster Musical sold for $5+ shipping on Etsy. Okay, I found the other one. And sorry, I don't know why I always grab stuff and then decide to film. Rich made cookies last night and I just remembered. But Dear Sophia, this sold for $5+ shipping over on eBay. Interesting. These look like they could be a wedding gift. They're vintage 1987 Dayton Hudson Christmas goose mugs. The set of 4 sold on Etsy for $25 plus the cost of shipping. I love when people leave gift messages because then I just get like a little sneak peek into what they purchased their items for. And this one's kind of neat. I like that this could have something to do with a happy marriage. Next are these 3 Cricut cartridges. They are all shapes cartridges. They're complete. I picked them up at a church rummage sale. I already sold the other ones. This set of 3 sold for $15+ shipping over on Etsy. This adorable little Eeyore picture frame was something that we got out of one of the totes from that crazy auction that I went to with Casey, or Casey's auction, that I just like filled the Yukon. So I don't really have anything specific into this. I spent $64 on the entire truckload full of stuff. This sold on Etsy for $15 plus the cost of shipping. My goodness, while my printer tries to figure out how to print, I'm going to box up Army Wives the complete second season. This sold on Etsy for $6 plus the cost of shipping. I'm almost caught up on shipping, boxing, whatever you want to call it. My goodness, which is great because I need to go to the grocery store while I'm out, so I have to like drop packages off at the post office and then go to the grocery store, and I'm hungry and there's no food and you can only eat so many cookies. So I sold this set of champagne flutes. They are Marquis by Waterford and they are signed. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but right there they are signed. I sold the pair for $35 plus shipping on Etsy. I picked them up at Salvation Army, and I think I paid $5 or $6 for the pair, so not a bad flip. And before I go downstairs and hunt for a box for the Marquis glasses, I need to go get the blow mold that sold. Totally forgot to grab it when I was over here earlier. I love that this is attached to my house, but also I'm going to hate having to go outside to come here like 17 times a day once it starts getting cold. I need that. This thing I picked up at an estate sale. I think I paid $6 for it, and it just sold for $55 plus shipping on Etsy. So pretty good flip on that too. See, this is why I go through and double check all of my solds on all platforms. Sold Milkman by Anna Burns for $5 plus the cost of shipping over on Pango Books. Ever since I've seen this CD sold, I've had Nelly songs stuck in my head. Sold this on Etsy for $5 plus the cost of shipping. Well, we're in profit from the estate auction, and I'm still eating cookies. The Sansui sold for $300 plus the cost of shipping. The Pioneer sold for $300 plus the cost of shipping. We paid $275. I just went like 10 minutes to try to find this stupid camera, and it was exactly where it was when I looked the first place, and I just didn't see it. And I think it's because mentally I don't want to box stuff. Like, I just conveniently didn't see it. I sold this vintage Fisher-Price set. I'm going to pop up a picture. It is like a fun with food or play or something. Play with fun. I don't know. But it's from the early 80s, I think. And it's complete. And we garbage picked it. Freaking amazing. Can't believe all the pieces are here. But we sold it on Facebook Marketplace for $40 plus the cost of shipping. Sold another 3DS game. But this one, sorry, Leona's like literally in my face. This one was not part of the church rummage sale pickup. This was a garbage pick. I found it in the bottom of a garbage bag, and it was in a white Pokemon case, or like a Pokemon white case. I got so excited because I thought I had garbage picked a Pokemon white 3DS game, which is worth quite a bit of money. And this game was in the case. So I ended up selling the empty case for $10, and this just sold on Facebook Marketplace for $25 plus shipping. I guess I need to start paying attention to the art glass pieces again. I picked this up at a yard sale for $1. I've never seen a blown glass manatee before. It would make sense that there was a little sticker on it that said manatee from Florida, which obviously makes sense. But I listed it for $40, I think yesterday. And I got a $35 offer on Facebook Marketplace, which I took pretty quickly because I hold on to it for $5. Bought it for $1, sold it for $35 plus shipping on Facebook Marketplace. This is a really pretty planter. Like, it's a really pretty planter. I think we garbage picked it. It is resin. No damage chips or anything. There's like one scratch somewhere. Right there. And it sold on eBay for $10 plus the cost of shipping. I ended up selling the little kid's quilt. That is a cool patch. The one that has the emoji backing. that I bought from the church rummage sale. I didn't realize the emoji backing until I got home and went to take photos of it. And if I would have seen it, I probably would have left it, but I guess I'm glad I didn't because it sold for 20 plus shipping over on eBay. So there really is a buyer for everything. It's a pretty quilt. Like, I love the actual quilted part, but then I got home and seen the backing and I was like, oof, is that gonna like ruin the buyer pool? But I guess not. I'm okay with 20 plus shipping on eBay. Oh, my little sad hobo clown dude. He's been listed for like 2 years. 1966 Kamar, Kamar, little, I don't know, clown guy. I found him at the bins a couple years ago, and he finally sold for 25 plus shipping over on Etsy. Do you guys ever have one of those days where you feel like the universe is like screwing with you? I keep losing my phone. What the, like once, yeah, okay, it's me and I'm 41 and I misplace things and I forget where things are. But this is like becoming a thing. And like, I just lost my camera. And it wasn't even my fault this time. Like, I did plug it in where it usually goes. And it was on the ground, like behind the stove almost. I don't even know how I seen it. This is just one of those days, man. Let me just get through making dog food and boxing the rest of the stuff, and I'm just going to be done for the day. Selling more family, little Fisher-Price loving family dollhouse stuff. I don't know why that didn't want to come out. This is one of the parents' beds. It comes with the comforter and the pillow, and it's sold for 10 plus shipping over on Etsy. I got 2 things that are on the side. One, of course, is a Beanie Baby because they don't sell. I have to grab a Blue Jay. Found it. Rocket the Blue Jay. He's sold for 5 plus shipping on Etsy. And then this one I'm actually kind of excited about. Although Rich is on his way home, I might wait for him to box it, because he's going to need to slice down a box. We're going to have to Frankenbox something. But I sold the Wizard of Oz game for 30 plus shipping over on Etsy. Yeah, pretty excited about that one. But I think I am done boxing for tonight. I'm done. I'm just done. I got to finish making dog food. When Rich gets home, I have to feed him, and I'm just done for the night. It's morning, I'm getting back at it. Sold Butter the Cow. I can already tell that this battery is going to give me problems today. The Beanie Boo I sold for 5 plus shipping. I did also already box up a Otagari mug that I sold for 10. Sold this guy for 25 plus shipping. It's a vintage Trendmaster. I think it's 1993. Yeah, 1993 Trendmaster. We garbage picked it, so we don't have any money into it. And then I gotta grab a CD. The Beatles Anthology. Which should be right here. This sold for 6 plus shipping on eBay. And I've sold this one a couple of times, and I feel like I got another... Weird, I just noticed that there's bowling pins back here. I've sold this a couple times, and I feel like I've got another one floating around here somewhere that needs to be listed. Yeah, so I'm going to get this stuff done so I can get it shipped out, and then we'll start again when I get back. I can't even explain to you how sick I am of boxing stuff at this point. So I'm really glad that somebody is coming by to try on this Liz Claiborne and possibly purchase it, because then I don't have to ship it. Cool. She ended up liking the jacket, so that is $30 for that, and I didn't have to ship it. Yes. Because honestly, everything that has sold today has been like super complicated to ship, except for the one thing I'm about to throw in an envelope. Everything else is gonna suck. This piece. We've got new old stock, flat sheet, Double size, ended up selling on, where'd this sell? Etsy for 15 plus shipping. And all I gotta do is throw it in an envelope because everything else is gonna be super complicated. Okay, dumb thing I have to box out. I guess this one's not that bad. It's the same order, but it's 2 packages. Frisky Kitty is a Boyd's Bear ornament. She's about 6 inches tall, and she sold for $9 plus shipping. And then this pair of, I think they're like home interiors. I'm pretty sure I grabbed these from a rummage sale, like a fill-a-bag sale. The pair of the pansies sold for 40 plus shipping, but this is glass, so I do have to be careful. They do kind of fit into each other, which is nice. So I can kind of lock these into place and then wrap them really well, cardboard them, and then pack them with packing paper. At least that's my plan. So not bad, $40 plus shipping, and $9. I think I'm going to officially be switching over to the like phone that Sean gave me to use to video with, because this thing is just donezo. It won't charge anymore. The screen's all messed up, except for right now. The screen is literally clear as day. What is that? Sold Uptown Girls for $5 plus the cost of shipping on Etsy, and like, what a good movie. I just watched this free on YouTube the other day, and like, I forgot how cute this movie was. R.I.P. Brittany Murphy. So yeah, we're gonna get this ready to go out. Alright, according to what this says, my battery is at 100%. If this doesn't last more than 5 minutes, I'm gonna freak out. Sold this vase. And of course, now the screen is not crystal clear anymore. It's all funky with lines and stuff in it. I didn't even look to... I'm a mess today. I didn't even look to see how much I sold this for. $20 plus the cost of shipping on Etsy. It's kind of neat. And if you're new to the channel, this isn't really abnormal for me. I'm pretty much a mess every day. But I do my best. I get an A for effort. I picked this up at a rummage sale, a church rummage sale. So I don't have anything like super high into it. I think I picked it up for like $2 or $3, and it sold for 20 plus shipping. So that's not a bad thing. I haven't had it for that long, so cool. I also think I got this from a rummage sale, but I can't quite remember. But it is a drip glaze vase. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is Roseville, Ohio. And it sold on eBay for $30 plus the cost of shipping, which is actually pretty good. This little Scottish Terrier dog, it came out of one of the box lots from the last auction that we went to. I had it listed for $15. It is stamped Occupied Japan. And somebody on Facebook Marketplace offered me $13 plus shipping. So it sold for $13 plus shipping on Facebook Marketplace. And we sold the mid-century deer candelabra. We picked this up from a really cheap garage sale, estate sale kind of ordeal. And I cannot find another one like it. I listed it for $225. I've had a couple like slight inquiries, but nothing that stuck. And I ended up talking to a lady on Facebook Marketplace who lives in Virginia. We did a little bit of haggling, ended up selling it for $200 plus shipping. Now we just got to figure out how to get it to Virginia without it breaking, because there's already a couple of like stress cracks in the tops of these. So I need to make sure that they don't snap off. It's going to be a whole task. Sold Applejack. This is like a newer version of the My Little Pony plush, but I sold Applejack for $10 plus shipping, also on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if you guys remember this. This was a half-off estate sale, and I found some killer mid-century kitchen stuff in like a bin thing, like that I think was trash, out in the garage. That included this set of Echo, like, kitchen pieces. I don't know. They're a matching set. Anyway, the set ended up selling on Etsy for $20 plus the cost of shipping. This I bought at a thrift store. It's just like a shabby blue jute braided whale. I think I paid $4 for it if I remember correctly. It's a contemporary piece, but it's got good vibes. Stop trying to like bouncing back and forth between any thing that will record at the moment. This is a Fenton piece. It's like a pink depression glass, and it's sold on Etsy for $20 plus the cost of shipping. And then I've got somebody that is supposed to be on their way right now for this. It is a brass art easel, and I picked it up at a church rummage sale, and I think I paid $2 for it. I have it listed for $80. She offered me $65 with pickup, and I'm all about not having to ship stuff right now, so yeah, that's okay. I'm going to do an easy one because I actually have to start dog food here in a sec. Tracker the Basset Hound sold for $5 plus the cost of shipping over on Etsy. We're just going to start on the records. Sold How the Grinch Stole Christmas for $30 plus the cost of shipping over on Etsy. And then also I took a offer on the Anthology of Bread. I picked this up at an estate sale, garage sale kind of situation for like 50 cents-ish. And I had it listed for $20. Somebody on Mercari offered me $16, so I took that. I'm going to get like 13 out of it. Not bad for a record. 16 plus shipping on Mercari. I wonder why Rich always parks like that. I gotta go grab a mixing bowl thing. It's down here behind this stuff. This Bake Shop pumpkin mixing bowl, batter bowl, sold for $25 plus shipping over on Mercari. That was gonna be fun to box up. This sold really fast. I grabbed this from the half off day at the estate sale. I think it was the last one we went to. And I listed it for $45 and it sold within 24 hours. It's pretty sweet. Should have grabbed this when I was just over here, but a mug sold. This one. This is a Restoration Hardware mug. And I got it for free. This was part of that free driveway score. It's like antique tools and stuff. It's kind of neat. $10 plus shipping on eBay. Whew! Sold this canning crock, salt glazed, antique, old MFer. Got this from an auction. Nobody was bidding on it, and he like kept throwing stuff in a pile, and it was like 2 of these and an old radio I spent $5 on. I already sold the other crock for $35, and I sold the radio for $25, and this just sold for $35 on Etsy. Alright, time to get back at it. I think we picked this up at a estate sale. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure, but it's freaking awesome. It's super like grandpa vibes. That's the tag. V-neck. Sold it on Etsy for $25 plus the cost of shipping. And then this little piece I picked up at a garage sale. I can't tell which better, laid on or laid off. It's a little Indiana glass candy dish, and this sold for $15 plus shipping over on Etsy. Just picked this up the other day, and honestly, I only grabbed it because it was new. Otherwise, I probably would have left it. But it is Nordic wear. Leona does add her snot to everything. And it's sold on eBay for $15 plus shipping. We paid $25 for everything, so we're almost back to being, you know, like even. Okay, last two for the moment. We got this Folk Manus puppet. It's like a 3-headed dragon. This sold on Facebook Marketplace for $20 plus shipping. And then we have Spot the Dog, another Diabeanie baby, sold for $5 plus shipping over on Facebook Marketplace. Starting to actually get low on the false craft stuff. We got like just a handful of pieces of the Tea Rose left. This is a pair of soup mugs, and they sold on eBay for $30 plus the cost of shipping. And then this Crown Metalworks decorative garage door hardware kit I picked up at a church rummage sale, and it just sold on eBay for $30 plus the cost of shipping. So not bad. Oh boy, I'm having a hard time staying awake. I have a potential pickup. I just gotta figure out where I put it. This thing. It was a garbage fix, so I don't have any money into it. I had it listed for $22 plus shipping, and somebody offered me $15 with pickup. I'm okay with that. The less stuff I gotta ship out, the better. And all I gotta do is stick it in the pickup bin. Done. So we're gonna go stick it in the pickup bin right now and see if that goes through. Cool. The shelf got picked up, 15 bucks. And I got somebody that wants to come grab these tomorrow for $5. So I'm gonna put them in there now so that I don't forget. We'll see if that goes through. Love when I sell things that are not fragile. I need to actually, I do need to take pictures of things. What am I doing? But I also need to take care of that pile today. This is what sold. This hedons, I don't know. Game fish minnow, I know those words. But I picked this up at the auction. I paid $10 for I think 4 signs. I have not listed those 3 yet, but this one sold for 15 plus shipping. Get this ready to go out, and then maybe I'll take some photos of those. I almost forgot to grab this. Gotta grab this. Sold this little demi-toss cup. I think I paid like 50 cents for it or 25 cents for it, and it sold on Etsy just now for $20 plus the cost of shipping. And then I think Rich has somebody coming to pick up the picnic table for $15, and we garbage picked it, so we have no money into it. And then over on Pango Books, I sold Robin Carr's the country guest house for $5 plus shipping. Alright, got another. This is actually a really good sale. I'm actually impressed with myself with this one. This is a Reed and Barton. Here, let me go where the lighting is a little bit better. This is a Reed and Barton cream ladle, and I had it listed for 50 bucks. Somebody offered me 40 with shipping, so it sold on Facebook Marketplace for $40 plus the cost of shipping. Just this piece. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty late at night. It's like 10:30, I think, and I'm still not done. I even debated on editing a video, but I'm just done. I just need to stop. I did, however, sell this crazy vintage Ken doll. He was a garbage pick, so with the outfit, I sold him for 15 plus shipping over on Etsy and then Facebook Marketplace. I sold these mugs. I picked these up at a church rummage sale. Aren't they cute? Oh my god, they're so cute. They have little spoons, all that. I'm so sick of these freaking cameras. They just keep shutting off. Anyway, I had this listed for 40, and somebody on Facebook Marketplace offered me 35, and I sold it. 35 plus shipping on Facebook Marketplace. My goodness. Well, the dogs clean up their breakfast. Ugh, I make their dog food. Leona just knocked her bowl out of my hand when I was trying to put it down, and it flipped over and freaking exploded everywhere. So they're all cleaning the floor. I'll get some boxing done. This Winnie the Pooh came out of one of the bins from that auction that got rained out from Casey's, and I sold it on eBay for $15 plus the cost of shipping. Yeah, I need to get the rest of these ornaments listed, because I think everything I've sold this morning, besides a hummingbird feeder, is ornament Christmas related, so I need to get on that. Don't mind the noise in the background. We're just filling up our tire in the truck that's still leaking. I have to grab these. Our vintage Target ornaments. And they sold for 10 bucks for the pair. Also on eBay. I feel like my eBay woke up. Oh my god. Look at the muddy frickin' prints everywhere. Oh, this guy. Gotta grab Snip the cat. Because Beanie Babies don't sell. Alright. I think it's this one. Are you Snip? You are Snip. Snip sold on Etsy for 5+ shipping. So we'll get him ready to go out. And then gotta put this back. Trying to stay somewhat organized. I had saved some boxes from the auction that, and again, it just shuts off whenever it wants for the ornament. I think that'll send well. I came over here specifically to list some things or to get pictures of some things, but to be totally honest, my head is killing me and I don't want to. I'm not into it. But I do need to grab this because another Beanie Baby sold. This is why I pick them up. I can sell them fast. I just picked this up at the rummage sale, listed it yesterday after the rummage sale, and it's already sold for 5+ shipping on Etsy, and they also ordered a second one, which I'll show you in a second. And another thing that I did sell that I didn't get on this video because the battery died, I sold the other one of these, the Peanuts drying rack. This was a retail arbitrage. I got 2 of them. I paid $7.99 a piece, I think. And I sold one this morning for $26 with free shipping, which was like $6.82 if I remember what I paid for the label. So let's just say 19 for lack of having to do math. So I made 19 minus the 9. So yeah, I made 10 bucks off this. Not bad for a retail arbitrage. I am happy with that. Oh, super happy. This is the other one that sold ears. It's like an Easter bunny thing. But yeah, both of those sold to the same person. Tommy Knockers. I cannot wait to read this. I know I've said it in the past, but I've also got newish subscribers. I am reading all the Stephen Kings in order of publication. Oh my gosh. So this is going to go up after, but one of the most effed up books I have ever read was The Long Walk by Stephen King, and they just turned it into a movie. What? By the time this video goes out, it will have already been in the theaters for like a month. Me and Alexis have a girls' date. She is a huge Stephen King fan as well, to go see it the night it opens at the theater. So that's going to be super fun. Anyway, I haven't read this one yet. But Tommy Knockers hardcover vintage copy sold on Etsy for $12 plus the cost of shipping. This is an absolute, really, Leona? This is an absolutely beautiful plate. This is the first thing I grabbed from the last rummage sale I went to. And it is signed Ken Edwards. That's the K-E right there. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's a really, really pretty plate. And it just sold on Etsy. If Leona would move her face. Really, now your face is in my mouth. Leona! And now she has literally climbed on my back. I'm going to see if I can get this on video. Do you guys see this? Yeah, Beagle. Just 0 F's given. Leona Lee. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, you, cool. And then I got the little one trying to climb my leg. So anyway, this sold on Etsy for $30 plus the cost of shipping. I'm not looking forward to this at all. This is going to be horrible. Why do I do this to myself? I bought this convex frame at an estate sale recently. I paid $4 for it. I sold it for $55 plus shipping on Etsy, which is great, but now I have to box it, and that's not so great. The next thing after this is not going to be fun either. I can see why I was not excited to box this up either. This is a real heavy lead crystal, like, pressed glass cake plate. It is from Poland. There's the sticker. So it's got its original sticker. That's upside down, but it's still got its original sticker on it. And believe it or not, we garbage picked this. It's a beautiful piece. Nothing wrong with it. It looked like maybe estate sale leftovers that were being thrown out. And I sold it for $45 plus shipping over on Etsy. Ah, the Ouija board. This has been a fun conversations this morning. Because I'm half asleep. And I called it an orgy board. That was fun. And have since been trying to talk my dogs into communicating with Chimera, who is the dog that passed away a couple years ago. I am fairly sure Chimera had every part of us getting Leona. Like, those two are two peas in a pod. Anyway, sold the Ouija board for $25 plus cost of shipping over on Etsy. We got 2 CDs going out. This Andy Bay is brand new sealed. We got this for free. This was one of the houses that we cleared out. There was like a ton of brand new CDs. Ton of Christmas CDs. Like, I have a crap ton of Christmas CDs that are going to the booth this year. So that sold on eBay for $5. And then we've got a Vanessa Carlton Be Nobody, which I believe was a bins pickup. And this sold for $5 plus shipping over on Mercari. And for $10 plus shipping, I sold this Limax brick wall. We garbage picked it, so we don't have any money into it. There's no like damage or anything, and it has the styrofoam, just not the box. But $10 plus shipping on Etsy. And then technically this would normally go on our oddities video, but I don't feel like switching videos right now because I'm not doing many oddities projects at the moment. So the other day, I decided I should probably get in the bus and start listing some of these wasp nests before we're in the season of collecting new wasp nests, which is coming up fast. And this one sold rather quickly for $75 plus the cost of shipping, again on Etsy. Sold the Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek over on Facebook Marketplace for $5 plus the cost of shipping. I liked this one a lot. I did not love her second one. The follow-up to this one follows her daughter. That one wasn't as good, I don't think. But anyway, $5 plus shipping on Facebook. This is such a cool friggin' piece. I love it. Hand-painted. Pretty sure it's like an old bait shack sign. Got it at the last auction that we went to. I bought the box, I think, for $15. This just sold for $55 plus cost of shipping over on Etsy. It says Shiners on the other side. It's so neat. I love this piece. Oh my gosh, I have to clean this place up. My hauls this week have taken over as I'm kicking China. I'm going to end this video on a high point. Bought the audio equipment at the auction, and we're dwindled down to just the bare minimums. Which piece sold? This one?
Yes.
For how much? $100? $125? What did you sell that for?
$120.
$120 plus cost of shipping on eBay.
So Pioneer Tuner TX 8500 too.
That thing. It's pretty swell. Yeah, so on that note, guys, I'm going to sign you off, and we'll see you on the next. The next one, I think we're going to start out, because today is Saturday, we'll start out trying to, although it's a holiday weekend, so it might, maybe we'll wait on that. Maybe we'll wait till next weekend. I don't know how holiday shopping is going to work. People do get drunk and order weird stuff, though. Anyway, I'll see you in the next. Bye.